Boys hockey would have another test awaiting them on Saturday. In this tight Herget division race, Natick would be coming in at Babson, holding on to the top spot. But with a win, Wellesley could easily claim the Herget title. So with tournament seedings also in play for both these teams, it's no question there is a lot riding on this game. So let's head to this opening period. Here in this first, Carter Huff dumps the puck ahead to Zach Doughty and still gets to Doughty off a Natick deflection. Zach Doughty pushes ahead to Owen O'Connor. O'Connor beats everyone and rips it top shelf past Joe Sharab, and Wellesley holds a quick 1-0 advantage. So to the second we go, and Raiders still have that 1-goal edge. This period is owned by both goalies between the pipes, as Andrew Johnston and Joe Sharab dominate the net, keeping this a close, hard-fought game through these first two periods. This Wellesley-Natick rivalry is always a great match to see, and this one certainly lives up to the hype. Players pushing and shoving each other, even a Natick player arguing with the ref, and the ref giving it right back. You gotta love it. But with 2 minutes left to go in this second though, Redhawks go on the power play. Just 7 seconds tick away off Natick's face-off as Redhawks keep it in their own zone, and Kurt Borgman from the slot through traffic finds the back of the net, burying it. So going into this third, it still remains locked in at 1-1. But just past the 5-minute mark to this final period, everything just seems to go Natick's way. Right here, Andrew Carr on the initial shot leaves the puck on the doorstep, and Anno cleans it up on the putback and the go-ahead score, 2-1 Natick. After a tough boarding call goes against Sean Cox with 2:47 left in the game, that means it's a 4-minute penalty kill for the Raiders. Not an easy challenge by any means. And again, just 12 seconds tick away, and Redhawks strike on another special team score, as Andrew Carr buries the power play dagger, giving Natick a 3-1 lead. But down by 2 scores, Raiders will not stop playing and fighting for a score. And on this breakaway, Owen O'Connor gets shoved down by Scott Reynolds, and there's no question it was a clear path penalty. So this doesn't happen too often in high school hockey, but why not now? It's a 1-on-1 penalty shot with Owen O'Connor and Joe Sharab. O'Connor, though, is not able to fake out Sharab, and so it remains a Natick 2-goal lead here. So Raiders, running out of options, go man up with the empty net, and Natick easily puts one through to officially take this game and the top spot. So the Herget title goes to Natick. This game was everything you'd hope for in a Bay State Conference battle. 2 teams playing with intensity through 3 periods. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the outcome Wellesley hoped for. This final score of 4-1 Natick really does not do this game justice. It was hard fought by both sides, and Redhawks just outlasted the Raiders in the final moments. And in the end, take the victory and the Herget title. After a crushing overtime loss to the Falmouth Clippers last year with the state championship on the line, I don't think you ever need to remind any player on the girls hockey team of this heated rivalry and the chance to avenge that loss. And though Falmouth looks completely different, losing key players to graduation and private school transfers, they still know how to play hockey and win. And so you know early on this is going to be a hard-fought battle on both sides all game. But this is Wellesley versus Falmouth. Would you expect any less? Opening period, in the first 8 minutes, the offensive tempo goes to Falmouth, as they look to maybe catch the Raiders off guard somewhat here on this play. The puck looks to be dumped back out, Hannah Callahan deep in the slot, recovers it and shoots it high and through a Raider deflection and in. The Clippers get on the scoreboard first, 1-0. Then at the 7-minute mark to this first, senior Shannon Upton gets her try rejected, but the puck continues to be pushed around as players stack the crease. And 8th grader Caroline Coyne stuffs in the putback, and suddenly Falmouth holds a 2-0 lead. But as the hits keep coming, mostly by Garley Boyle, just a grinder on the ice, Raiders start taking back that momentum. And it starts here as Kat Donahue kicks the puck back in the attacking zone, and Katie Hawkinson keeps it in. Sophie Vernon takes care of the rest. Playing puck keep away with Maddie Robichaud and Hannah Callahan, Vernon flips a wrister in, goes 5-hole. And that's exactly what the Raiders needed here, as Sophie Vernon really just overpowered that possession, battling hard, and that score cuts it to a 2-1 Wellesley deficit. So as we go deeper into this second and third period, The Raiders are able to continue to switch up the offensive tempo here, outshooting the Clippers 20-8. And the score could definitely be a different story here if goalie Emily Marcello didn't pretty much stand on her head, somehow stopping these relentless shots by Wellesley. And defense drives this third period as well as the shoving continues in this classic, exciting rivalry. And so it remains a 2-1 Falmouth edge until Kylie Noonan has something to say about it. Great pass by Olivia Vernon in Wellesley's defensive end starts this great play. And once Kylie Noonan dekes past Alexia Messner, you just know this is going to be good. Noonan rears back, rips the equalizer off Marcello's pad into the net for the clutch game-tying score. And that is how you erase a 2-0 deficit. So now tied at 2-2, Clippers get a great chance here, as Erica Messner is just gone with the puck. But Danny Hickman with fantastic defense disrupts Messner, and Alyssa Semino denies the shot. There will be no go-ahead score here by Falmouth today, as Semino continues to dominate after allowing those two early first-period goals. And it was a great game in net by both goalies, as Alyssa Semino and Emily Marcello helped keep this score at 2 even. So time would run out, and as this Raider team always gives it 100% for those 2 points, you just know Wellesley wanted this win badly. But down early by 2 scores, what a way to fight back with goals by Sophie Vernon and Kylie Noonan. And shutting down Falmouth the rest of the game, this hard-fought match ends in a tie, and a well-deserved point goes Wellesley's way. Will these two teams meet again in the playoffs? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But now the final here is Falmouth 2, Wellesley 2. Well, coming off that tough 4-1 loss to Natick, boys hockey would again look to get back on track with a win. The Raiders would have a non-league opponent in the Winchester Sachems here on Monday. Problem is, Winchester, a Super 8 contender, is also a very fast, tough team with a fantastic senior goalie in net, Christy Tegler. And Wellesley would be without one of their leading scorers in senior captain Carter Huff. So in this first, Sachems immediately jump out with the lead here as Kyle Ferguson buries Andrew McCarthy's centering pass, and it's a 1-0 lead. But as we fast forward to the second and Sachems add a power play goal to make it a 2-goal advantage, the Raiders answer, and it's a beauty. Sean Cox steals the puck, gets past the blue line, fighting for possession along the boards, and winning the battle, dishes a perfect centering pass on the doorstep, and Patrick Morton just buries it. And now, it's a 2-1 Sachems lead. Raiders are right back into this game. But penalties continue to hurt the Raiders here as we go into the final period. Sachems make it count. Andrew McCarthy sets up Kyle Ferguson again, but the puck gets kicked back out, and Jack Keane cleans up the rebound for the power play score. And Keane helped put Winchester back up by 2, and it's now a 3-1 Sachem lead. Minutes later, Ian Wilson with the slap shot. The puck's just sitting there on the goal line until Jonathan Lepore buries the putback. And that goal clearly puts this game away as the Sachems hold a 4-1 lead this late in the third. Raiders just continued to struggle on the penalty kill, and Winchester just took advantage. And in the end, Wellesley would fall just short yet again, and Wellesley goes to 10-8-1 on the season and lose their third straight here by the final 4-1 Winchester. Well, we're that much closer to the MIAA tourney, but first we've got a few more games left for boys and girls hockey. So stay right here with Wellesley Media as we keep you covered. If you missed any Raiders games and highlights, check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube and Facebook pages at Wellesley Public Media, and right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.